Hi, my name is Radical Russ Belville, and I am the host of the Russ Belville Show, the world's most comprehensive live daily podcast on cannabis and marijuana law reform. Every weekday I cover the latest marijuana news and interview prominent legalizers, such as travel author Rick Steves.
Pot smokers are not the voters you need to get. Yeah. You got to get the vast majority of our population that just thinks it's scary and we don't need another vice.
I have covered every marijuana legalization election since 2006. I've had the privilege of interviewing such drug reform luminaries as Sir Richard Branson and elected officials like Congressman Earl Blumenauer and Jared Polis, former Senator Mike Gravel, and Congressman Dana Rohrabacher.
Government has no business stepping in, telling us how to run our lives.
I also cover the medical aspects of marijuana, interviewing patients like Brave Michaela, the little girl who's beat leukemia with cannabis oil, Florida ALS patient and medical marijuana petitioner Kathy Jordan, and the two remaining federal medical marijuana patients, Elvie Musica and Irv Rosenfeld. Plus, I interview leading marijuana researchers like Dr. Mitch Earlywine and Dr. Carl Hart.
Well, this isn't new, this sort of increasing level of THC. We've always known how to breed high THC-containing marijuana cigarettes. We've always known.
I've had the privilege of bringing you talks with the pioneers in marijuana activism, like Normal's founder Keith Strupp, Silver Tour organizer Robert Platshorn, the late great hemp hero Jack Herer, union leader Dan Rush, and Drug Policy Alliance head Ethan Nadelman.
Is that legalization, the shape of marijuana legalization is going to be driven more and more by large-scale economic interests.
I wouldn't be where I am today without the fierce female activists who are leading the charge, starting with my mentor, Cannabis Cafe founder Madeline Martinez. I learned perseverance from the incomparable Jody Emery of Canada, and how to weather the storms of criticism from people like Washington's legalizer Allison Holcomb and Beverly Hills marijuana maven Cheryl Schumann. I was there in Oaksterdam in 2010 as Dale Sky Jones blazed the trail for serious marijuana legalization, a trail she's still traveling in the fight for 2016.
While all politics are local, we also have to realize that what is said and done in Colorado is going to directly affect what Soccer Mom thinks in Ohio.
It's not always so serious, though. My connections within the cannabis community get you interviews that break through the talking points, such as when I discussed competing California legalization groups with DPA's Dr. Amanda Ryman.
If you watch Monty Python, it's the People's Front of Judea, is how I keep saying. Splitters! Exactly.
I also get to hang out at the Cannabis Cups and Hemp Fests with the greatest marijuana cultivators on the planet, like High Times Magazine's Danny Danko, Secrets of the West Coast Masters' Drew West, MarijuanaGrowing.com's Jorge Cervantes, and Team Green Avengers' Subcool. Sometimes I get to talk with the victims of our war on drugs, like Freeway Ricky Ross.
From that day on, my whole life changed. I went from moving $25 rocks for him to selling $3 million loads of cocaine.
There are even encounters with marijuana celebrities, such as Dancing with the Stars' Tommy Chong, Super High Me comedian Doug Benson, America's Next Top Model winner Adrienne Curry, documentary film producer Bianca Barnhill, and star of Discovery Channel's Weed Wars, Harborside owner Steve D'Angelo.
Didn't we pass this law that said we're not going to spend any money?
Right, like it's what part of no funds may be spent don't these people understand?
The Russ Belville Show gets you access to the leaders in drug war reform, like Law Enforcement Against Prohibition's Neil Franklin, Normal's Alan St. Pierre, High Times mogul and criminal defense attorney Michael Kennedy, and New York Times best-selling author of Hempbound, Doug Fine.
We must be able to communicate in a civilized way with one another and understand that there's no problems, only solutions, as John Lennon said.
From Atlanta to Seattle, Dallas to Minneapolis, and Los Angeles to Boston, the Russ Belville Show has covered the wide world of weed for you every weekday live at 3 p.m. Pacific Time on 420radio.org. Join us for 2 hours live or subscribe to our first hour via iTunes. And until next time, take care of each other, tokers.
Lights out, shut down entire White House. I don't want just a bug that can be corrected. I'm erecting immaculate design. I break the nation down section by section, even to the greatest minds. It's impossible to find. I want to devise a virus.